opening ceremony for graduates in the phenomenal Department of Educational Psychology and Counseling here in the Michael D. Eisner College of Education. Before we proceed, we would like to recognize and acknowledge the land upon which our university has been built. The Sesevittam, the first people of this ancestral and unceded territory that is now occupied by our institution. We honor their elders, past and present, and the Sesevittam descendants who are citizens of the Fernandinho Tataviam Band of Mission Indians. The EPC department at CSUN recognizes that the Sesevittam are still here, and we are committed to lifting up their stories, culture, and community. Thank you. I would like to begin by thanking all of our students. You have given so much to the pursuit of your field of study, committed yourself to this work, and shown tremendous dedication. I imagine there were many laughs along the way, as well as maybe a few tears. But I'm so excited, we are all excited, to see the change that you will affect in the future. It has been a privilege to work alongside many of you, and it is our collective joy to welcome you into our professions as colleagues. Please join me in celebrating our students. Have not gotten very far without the support of others in our lives. So this includes our families, children, parents, friends, chosen families, and our cohort mates. I am still very connected to my chosen family of my master's degree cohort. So let's take a moment to celebrate and thank those who helped along the way. Students and faculty, please stand and face the audience and applaud all who are here today, continuing to uplift you. Thank you. Please be seated, everyone. Additionally, I would like to take a moment to recognize our Dean, Dr. Sherry Tarver-Baring, and our Associate Dean, Dr. Chris Hayashi, who have supported our students and faculty in the programs we are celebrating today. Thank you both so very much for the support you have provided, especially during these challenging times of late. I would also like to recognize our marshals. We would like to recognize the wonderful staff and volunteers who are serving as our marshals today to help make this ceremony such a wonderful experience. In particular, we thank our tremendously dedicated administrative staff, Ms. Renee Lambert, Ms. Edenita Jimenez, Mrs. Marie King, Mrs. Esther Choi, and our wonderful student assistants. We thank you all for all you have done today, as well as every day in the lives of our students and faculty. So please join me in expressing that appreciation to our wonderful staff and volunteers. So let's get to why we are here today, shall we? Hooding. What is hooding? The hooding ceremony is a special recognition of the master's degree candidates, signifying their success by having the faculty of their choice bestow the hood. The hood signifies the completion of the graduate degree. Interestingly, hooding began in medieval times. It was actually originally conceived of as a way to keep scholars warm. We are warm. I don't know if y'all know. Faculty up on the stage, we are warm. Hence the fan. The tradition has transformed into what we are here to celebrate today. Hooding is a representation of one's commitment to education, a commitment to inquiry, to learning, to seeking knowledge, to being the change. This commitment so beautifully sums up what our graduates are. They are change agents, future scholars, educators, clinicians, all of whom will seek to create a more equitable, inclusive, and socially just environment for those who they will serve. I have no doubt that each of you will leave a mark. Now I would like to share a little bit about our 4 distinct, different programs housed in EPC. Graduates of the Early Childhood Educational Psychology program, please rise. Program focuses on development and learning in a variety of contexts: home, school, healthcare settings, and community. For children from the beginning of their lives through age 8, our program emphasizes children's families, culture, and language, and early care and learning programs. Our students go on to become lead teachers, directors, or program administrators in early childhood education programs, and some work in hospitals as child life specialists. Often they become community college instructors or continue on for doctoral work and enter 4-year institutions as faculty. Our early childhood education students are well equipped for leadership and advocacy for young children. I invite the faculty as well from that program to rise. Dr. Carrie Rothstein-Fish, Program Corps Coordinator. Dr. Johnny Soroguayo, Program Coordinator. Professor Kate Leon. Thank you, you may now be seated. Now we turn our attention to our Master of Science in Counseling program, which has 2 specializations: college counseling and student services, and school counseling. Graduates of the counseling program, please rise. The school counseling program prepares students for careers as a professional, credentialed school counselor in grades pre-K through 12, working alongside many educators and stakeholders. Graduates of this program will strive to maximize student success through the provision of individual and group counseling to pre-K through 12 students in the areas of academic development, social emotional well-being, and career and college readiness. School counselors also serve as collaborative consultants and advocates on school campuses, working with teachers, administrators, families, and the community to promote equity and access for all students, and they are vital members of the school's leadership team. The next specialization housed within the counseling program is the College Counseling and Student Services specialization. These students are prepared to support college students' development, success, both in the classroom and beyond. Our students learn about how universities and colleges function, and they use their counseling skills to facilitate college student growth and development. Graduates become employed in universities and colleges throughout California and beyond, including many here at CSUN. They work in career centers, student unions, housing, transition planning, student activities, LGBTQIA2S+ centers, financial aid, the list goes on. The student services field is exceptionally broad. Like our other programs, many continue on to doctoral level training and become university faculty. It is also important to note that graduates of the counseling program in either specialization also complete clinical coursework and clinical field experience during the degree program, affording them the opportunity to become licensed professional clinical counselors, or LPCCs, in the state of California. I invite the faculty from this program to stand as I introduce them. Dr. Angelica Galvan, Program Coordinator. Dr. Hamshan Chow. Dr. Roman Shane. Professor Timmy Lee. Professor Ernesto Gutierrez. Professor Lisa Licor. And myself, I'm from Kansas. Thank you, please be seated. Next, we have our Master of Science in School Psychology. Graduates of the School Psychology program, will you please rise? Our School Psychology program is nationally accredited, which requires extraordinary work. Graduates earn a master's degree along with a People Personnel Services credential in school psychology. They provide essential leadership and assessment and counseling. They also promote interventions to help students in pre-K through 12th grade with the goal of supporting student learning and adjustment. Our school psychology graduates work collaboratively with school personnel, families, and the community to optimize students' full potential and other educationally related fields. I invite the faculty of this program to stand as I introduce them. Dr. Wilda Leja Rodriguez, Program Coordinator. Dr. Shireen Allison. Professor Michael Geiser. Professor Suzanne Bornstein. And Dr. Albert Orsori, who is unable to join us today. Thank you. Please be seated. I'm so sorry. And Professor and finally, we have our Master of Science in Marriage and Family Therapy. Graduates of the MFT program, please rise. Our Marriage and Family Therapy program is nationally accredited and is among the top-rated programs in California. Students in this program earn a master's degree in marriage and family therapy and subsequently become licensed as marriage and family therapists in the state of California. Many of our graduates go on to pursue doctoral training, while others have become authors and experts in a variety of areas, and many open their own private practices. We are especially proud of our community-serving counseling center, Strength United, which also includes the Mitchell Family Counseling Clinic housed on the CSUN campus now. Strength United is dedicated to transforming trauma and violence into empowerment, advancing systemic healing, and developing leaders for lasting change. They are a critical resource for our community. Now I invite the faculty from the MFT program to stand as I introduce them. Dr. Dana Stone, Program Coordinator. Dr. Mara Stevens, Admissions Coordinator. Gilbert Coordinator. Dr. Jennifer Pemberton, Strength United Liaison. Dr. Danielle Samuel. Professor Rebecca Lemert. Professor Elsa Martinez. Professor Evelyn Martin. Professor Pamela Georgette. Professor Alejandra Trujillo. Please be seated. Okay, now I would like to turn over the microphone to our faculty speaker selected for today's ceremony, Dr. Carrie Rothstein-Fish. How y'all doing?
There's someone who could not be here today, but who's been I'm guessing, a very influential person in your lives. That person you've learned from, and that person is Dr. Seuss. Who is Dr. Seuss? A member of our faculty? How many people know who I'm talking about? Okay. Let's give it up for Dr. Seuss. So, in thinking about what Dr. Seuss would say if he was here, I have these remarks for you. Grad school, oh grad school, seems like you just got started. The papers, the deadlines, the sleep that was thwarted. But between all the meltdowns and 2 a.m. traumas, there's laughter and friends through all kinds of dramas. You can nod if you agree with this, okay? You're citing your sources till long past the night, then you finally click with the APA style to write. Resilience, dear students, it's more than just grit. It's laughing while writing your literature, your review of the lit. Grad school, oh grad school, the Everest climb, the coffee, the group chats, the run out of time, okay, and field work, the schlep, can be a beast in itself. It jumbles your schedule and can challenge your health. As we know, in early childhood, days can be long. A good silly joke makes the whole class feel strong. It helps the children bounce back from it all. Yes, humor and laughter can be the best tool of all. Often it can happen in a school counselor's room, school counselors. The students can be worried and full of doom. But there's a trick that can help. When the teardrops appear, something funny may emerge and make problems less severe. A school psychologist, wise as can be, said, sometimes the brain just needs comedy. When testing gets heavy and labels feel tough, a pun or a giggle can smooth out the tricky stuff. In the world of marriage and family therapy, it's true, families are suffering and they may not have a clue. But when partners remember to laugh through the mess, they find that their bonds can survive loads of stress. And career counseling, folks become distraught. I majored in art. What kind of job can be sought? They've searched for purpose, for passion, and for drive. So career counselors ask, what makes you feel alive? But these days it's harder with budgets so tight and politics boiling both leftward and right. Programs defunded, whole sectors unsure. Our people need guidance and hope to endure. So as you graduate and go out in the field where burnout and bias refuse to yield, it's smiling through setbacks and joy from small things, for humor is a medicine that can help with mood swings. And now let us pause for a moment of praise to the families who stood through these wild and whirling days, to the partners who held you tight when nights felt so long, and to the friends who brought snacks and kept the beverages strong. To the ones who did laundry and dishes and chores, who chased little children and mopped up the floors, who said, you can do this, and backed it with grace, who loved you through the stress on your very tired face. Grads, please stand and applaud the people you love. They stood beside you and are here right now, up above. Because no one can earn a master's degree all alone, these people have helped you, and look how much you've grown. Let's give it up to everybody that's here. And finally, from this faculty,
Thank you, Dr. Rothsteinfish. Okay, next, I would like to call up to the stage our first student speaker, Irinian Halsat.
Family, mentors, and most importantly, graduates. It is an honor to stand here before you today and celebrate and acknowledge the milestones of completing our master's degrees here at CSUN. The hard work, emotional tears, laughs, student loans, and sacrifices along the way. and taking account of how that journey has changed us. For those of you who I have not met yet, my name is Marina Colsa, and I'm a graduate of the Marriage and Family Therapy program. Becoming a mental health therapist was actually my third career change. First, I worked in the fashion industry and dreamed of becoming an artistic activist / fashion designer like Vivienne Westwood. Next, I decided to be an anthropologist, studying cultural textile practices and human rights law within global clothing manufacturing. And now I'm a therapist. Currently working at Strength United, a nonprofit organization serving survivors of crimes. So there have been a lot of different acronyms. And needless to say, I have come a long way from my 18-year-old self and her original career aspirations. Like many of you here today, I came into this line of work of helping others due to deeply personal reasons. For me, it was becoming a caregiver to my mom when she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in 2021. The challenges and despair I experienced during her cancer treatment influenced me to apply for graduate school. And her loss, when her journey ended 11 months later, influenced me to look deeper into myself and become more curious about trauma and grief recovery work. Whether it is working within school systems or the mental health field, we're all here today to celebrate, donned in our slightly overpriced rented regalia, because we have made a choice driven by some kind of connection to this line of work. Because I don't think that we're going into the helping professions because of the guarantee of making a ton of money, or the perks and accolades that come along with this field. Navigating this kind of work is no joke, and building the capacity and resilience to not get burnt out, well, it can often feel like we are training for an Olympic medal in emotional weightlifting. We bear witness to people's deepest sufferings as well as some of their greatest triumphs. Some of you, like me, get to support people in their healing journeys and be a part of their post-traumatic growth after being a victim of abuse or violence, which is incredibly fulfilling work. However, on the other side, our roles can be incredibly taxing, holding space, creating safety, and hearing our clients and students' sadness, fear, pain, loneliness, and heartbreak on a daily basis. It is very hard and very heavy. And in all honesty, I don't understand how I managed to do this work. How do we do this work? How do we continue to hold the weight of others' grief and pain and frustration and not let it destroy us or lose our faith? How do we continue to encourage clients to build trust and safety when their environments are often systemically unsafe? How do we ask them to find their voice and believe that they are enough when for many, their culture, authenticity, and communities are under constant scrutiny? How do we support our clients to cultivate internal power and autonomy when they feel unseen and marginalized? It is not an easy task to take on, but it is essential. And we have all made a commitment to serve and support the many individuals, families, and communities in need. Our current social political climate continues to become more tumultuous and divisive, highlighting the intensity and prevalence of suffering, disconnection, and unfairness in the world. And sometimes the easiest choice is to turn away from that reality, to turn away from other people's sufferings, to turn away from our own suffering, from our own pain. But when we do that, we lose the opportunity to become more connected to ourselves, to others, different and alike to us. We have a responsibility to stay connected with ourselves, our communities, and the people we serve. If we become disconnected, burnt out, or even numb, then that beautiful initial spark that ignited our desire to do this meaningful work could be lost. While we were in our programs, our professors spoke a lot about self-care. They know, so much so that it became a really hot-button topic in our discussions. But you know that they were right. Because if there's one lesson that I carry with me, and I hope you all do too, is the importance of caring for our minds, our bodies, our emotions, and our spirits. We must understand how to care for ourselves fully so we remain compassionate, open, and humble, because this world needs the spaces we continue to create. So back to my initial question, how do I do this work? Well, some days I cry in my car, or blast music on my drive home and sing really loud. Other days I look to my peers and family for emotional support and necessary dark humor. And many days, it is just purely a willingness to continue to show up. But at the heart of why I, and possibly we, do this work, is the ability to impact someone else's day in a positive way, to impact change and cultivate healing that makes it easier to keep moving forward. So just remember, especially on the really hard days, the wise words of Mr. Winnie the Pooh. If the person you are talking to doesn't appear to be listening, be patient. It may simply be that they have a little piece of fluff in their ear. Congratulations, class of 2025. You have mastered the master's degree. Now let's celebrate.
Now I would like to call up our second student speaker, Aaliyah Estrada.
Good morning, friends, family, and staff. My name is Aaliyah Estrada, and I'm grateful to be here representing the counseling program and to share this special moment with you all. To my fellow graduates, today isn't just a celebration of the degrees we've earned, it's a celebration of everything that got us here. The hard work, the late nights, the countless unpaid hours. We all had our own struggles, and yet here we are. When I first applied to graduate school, I figured we'd learn how to help others through theories, strategies, best practices, and of course we did, but what I didn't expect was to learn how to listen with intention, to slow down, to pay attention, to show up not with answers, but with empathy. Today as graduates, not only do we leave with a well-earned degree, we leave with a mission. Michael D. Eisner College of Education asks us to be more than just educators, evaluators, counselors, and therapists. We're asked to be the system change makers, the kind of person asked to ask difficult and hard questions, like who's missing here, whose voice isn't being heard, and what can I do about it? Social justice isn't just something we learn in a classroom, it's a promise. It's the way we challenge the world with the courage to build something better. And as we all may have realized, the work is not always as glamorous as it may seem. It doesn't always come with thank you notes or gift cards. Some days it comes with sitting in silence to hold space with the student, like translating a whole lesson plan to another language, like helping a family access food and housing, like refusing to give up on someone when the system already has. But in these moments, you remember what brought us here. Remember that we are capable of making a meaningful impact. So what's next? We leave here today and we honor the stories we've heard, the people we've met, and the lessons we've learned. We honor them by turning theory into action, by choosing equity over comfort, and by holding ourselves accountable, and by leading with empathy in a world that needs more compassion now more than ever. To our professors, thank you for modeling what it's like to lead with empathy and compassion. It has been a privilege to learn from you all. To our families and friends, thank you for supporting us through the late nights, the self-doubt, and the way too many unpaid internships. I'm personally filled with gratitude for all of my friends and family who have supported me throughout this journey. I would like to say a special thank you to my family, my parents, my sisters, my partner, and I can't forget about my fur baby at home, for all of their constant support as I pursue this degree. Your constant encouragement and belief in me made these accomplishments possible. Last but not least, to my fellow graduates, thank you to each and every one of you. In this room are the people we laughed with when things got overwhelming and a little too serious, the people we leaned on when we didn't know if we could go any further. These are the people who really get it. Throughout this program, I was lucky enough to meet lifelong friends, Angie, Elizabeth, and Chris. Your friendships throughout this journey has meant the world to me. I truly couldn't have done this without you. And I'm pretty sure I'm not alone when I say that. Many of us have found lifelong friends through our programs, and that might be one of the most meaningful things we take home with us. I'm so proud to be earning this degree alongside everyone here. I will always remember the late night study sessions, working on group projects, e-boards, grad projects, the vulnerable conversations we shared in our fieldwork classes, the laughter we shared together. I could not imagine going through this program without all of you. I will always cherish the friendships and the support we gave each other along the way. Thank you for all the work you have done and all the amazing work you will continue to do. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2025.
Let's give another round of applause for our student speakers. Next, I would like to recognize our honors graduates. Faculty and staff of the Department of Educational Psychology and Counseling recognizes every student here today as exceptional. We also want to recognize the students who earned a 3.885 overall GPA grade point average or higher, as signified by the honors medallion they may be wearing to today's ceremony. Will the students who earned that honor please stand? And congratulations. And now, let's get to it, shall we? We will begin hooding of our graduate students. Graduates, please follow the directions of the marshals on each side. Please follow the directions of the marshals who will guide you to and from the platform. Families, we ask that you please remain behind the benched areas and avoid blocking the aisles or the view of others behind you when taking pictures. Thank you. Faculty name announcers, will you please take your positions?
CSUN. Taylor Hakimi.
Kobe Asienzo.
Emmanuel Velasco.
Zuma Joanna Cristobal Quinteros.
Theodore Zelensky.
And now being voted by Esterna Ortiz.
Nariman Kalsa.
Mabel Vasquez Quintero.
Cynthia Tomasina Savarani.
And now being voted by John John. Christian Mata.
Let's take a video of her. I am on my phone.
Rebecca Lauren.
Catherine Sal.
Hooded by Dr. Deborah Butita, Annie Backenstos.
Rihanna Rodriguez.
Amber Aaron Barbosa.
Jennifer Bocanegra.
Can you take a picture when she is being hooded? Is this photo? I'll put it on my phone. Oh, okay.
Now being voted by Lisa Leroy.
Sonia Grace Bartlett.
Julianne Dugasu. Brian Solares.
Cassie Duffy.
Mom, get ready.
Now being voted by Robin Shannon. Var Vasilian.
Jacqueline Garcia.
Brian Michael Allen. Brianna Barreto.
Gina Gargon.
Azia Skiana.
Take a picture, take a picture.
And now being voted by Shannon.
Justin D. Inbar.
Serena Smith. And now being voted by Timothy Lee.
Michael Joyce.
Nina Ray Evans.
It's not only not hard, but like they could write a phonetic version. They do. They are writing hard. And that's toxic.
Emma Teo.
Laura Stephanie Duarte.
Inches azul. Una minute. Merci, merci.
Hari Simran Khalsa. Devin Muniz.
Cesar Flores.
Shine Peck. Ariane Marie Payan.
The water structure. Right next to the march underground.
And now being hooded by Robin Shane, Annie Moragian.
Angelique Rangel.
Christine Jamil Mula.
Now being hooded by Elsa Martinez, Leslie Ochoa.
And now being hooded by Carrie Bradstein Fish.
But she wrote it herself off.
Ardenia Ackerman.
Now being hooded by Evelyn Moroquin, Huang Lee Do.
It seems like that. Those dudes do like
Tina Savalian Division.
Eleanor Gunbari.
Why was Robbie so quick with these people going to know? They just want to
Savannah Flores.
Now being hooded by Dr. Jennifer Pember. Simone.
Now being hooded by Dr. Joni Aguayo, Maria Flores.
Now being hooded by Dr. Mark Stevens, Christopher Kubasic.
Elvira Ramos.
Timothy Reilly.
Natalie Hamchian.
Georgette Jasmine Franco.
Shahi.
Now being hooded by Rebecca Lemert, Karen Esmeralda Lupercio.
Now being hooded by Professor Katie Leon, Natalie Rosas.
Melanie Yarian.
And now being hooded by Joan Golden. Michael Kaiser. Okay. Alex Ford. And now being hooded by Shirley Allison, Tara Henchy.
have like, now that you didn't even get a B minus.
And now being recorded by Michael Dicer, Daniel Alvarez.
But like every essay, so it's not like a big deal.
Maxwell Howard.
There's a room that has more space so that students don't have to take 7 master's classes in a semester. When they were saying it.
Amy Haas.
I'm never inside her house.
Emily Trio. Arlene Garcia. And now being voted by Susie Bornstein.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. I don't know how I saw that from
Arlene
Yeah, you don't
Giovanni
look at
Rodriguez.
Oh, it is peanuts. Okay.
And now being voted by Latish Sahar, Nina Cascario. Ricardo Lopez. Eli Mars. Elijah Molari. Lily Nazarian. And now being voted by Wilda Lahia Rodriguez,
Yeah, but yeah, I was like surprised.
Gabriela. Valerie Castaneda. Marina Flores. Stephanie Rivera.
Let's give another round of applause. Okay, we are almost at the end of our ceremony, but before we close, please allow me to briefly review some remaining events. First, today, following this hooding ceremony, we have a dedicated half an hour here outside of the facility for greetings and photographs with students, faculty, and families. Look for your program sign to find the faculty and students for your program. Second, please remember that the graduation commencement exercises for the university will start promptly at 6 p.m. this Saturday evening on the university library lawn. That location is square in the middle of campus. You can't miss it. This is the graduation ceremony for the College of Education students, including you all, graduate students. Remember that you must have a ticket to enter the graduation commencement ceremonies. Now, on behalf of our entire faculty, we wish our graduates all good things in the future. In these challenging times, we look to you with hope. Our faculty concludes the ceremony with wishes of peace, acceptance, and care for all. Please remain